Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Farm and Pastor's Wife. I am back in my kitchen, and it's so good to be home. We enjoyed our time away. Y'all, my name is Leslie. If you're new to our channel, I'd love to say just welcome, welcome, welcome. Please consider hitting the subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, and hit the bell notification. I just appreciate you guys being here so much. So today, we're doing some cooking today. Okay, so I kind of fibbed a little bit. We're not actually doing cooking, but we are making some food. So today is going to be our second installment of the church ladies recipe. And so with that being said, I wanted to tell you a little bit about the church. What I'm doing is I'm doing recipes from our former, we've only pastored 2 churches. And so I wanted to do some recipes from our former church and some recipes from our current church. So the first one I did was from my daughter. So she is in our current church. So now we're going to go to our former church. And we did a recipe book while I was there. And I was looking through it. And I came across this salad. And I remember when this lady made this salad, she would bring it to church. And I adored this salad. So first of all, let me tell you a little bit about the church. The church was an evangelical Methodist, which is not United Methodist. It is a different, it's really not even Methodist at all. It's evangelical Methodist, which is its own denomination. It's a small denomination. It is very conservative. It was running about, when we got there, we pastored there for 15 years. When we got there, it was the sweetest little church, had 30 members or 30 attendees. And it was just the sweetest little church. They just took us in and loved us. They had a parsonage we lived in. And when we left 15 years later, the church was running about 220. And we had built a new building, a nice, wonderful, beautiful new building with a full-size gym, and the church is just the sweetest little church. And so it was hard for us to leave. We were in the height of our ministry, but God had a way, and we couldn't be more happier for us and for them. They have a really good pastor, and we are now pastoring the sweetest little church ever, and it is just wonderful. God is blessed in so many ways. So, but now, let me tell you, this salad comes from Betty Jo Smitherman, and I did not contact her and ask her if it was okay. I stay in contact with her, but I forgot to call her or email her and ask her if I could show her picture. So I'm not going to show her picture, but let me just tell you a little bit about Betty Jo. Betty Jo and Ronnie, his mom and dad were I think they were charter members of the church. And his brother, I know, has been there all of his life. And so Betty Jo and Ronnie own a hardware store in Louisville, North Carolina. Ronnie has since gone on to be with the Lord. And but Betty Jo and I just hit it off. I remember her taking me to this coffee place one day. She would just come get me out of the blue, and we'd go places. And anyway, she made this salad. Oh, let me tell you, we would go over to their house and play rook until the wee hours of the morning or really late hours at night. We would go and play rook at their house and just have the best time. And she would always put out cheese and crackers. And her husband absolutely loved Zesta crackers. That's the only crackers he would eat. But anyway, so we just loved to go over there and play cards with them. And they were just a wonderful, wonderful family. But she would make this salad, and it's kind of an Asian salad. It's called Napa Cabbage salad. And so that's what we're going to do today. Tomorrow, I'm not going to get to eat it today. I'm going to go ahead and make it today and have it for tomorrow's supper. Today, I'm going to have a procedure done, and I won't be back in time, and I wanted to fix the P.F. Chang's lettuce wraps. So we're going to make the salad today, and then we'll eat it tomorrow. We'll taste it for you today, but we're going to actually eat it for supper tomorrow night. So let me get everything out and we'll get started. Okay guys, so in here I have a full stick of butter. I'm going to put it on and get it to melting. And I'm going to turn you guys down so you can see what I'm doing. I have a bowl here. So the first thing we're going to start with is some ramen noodles. And you can, I should have broke them up in the bag. And we're going to just save that for something else at a later time. We're not going to use that. And I should have broke them up in the pack, but I didn't. So, let me get my meat mallet here. Whoa. And you want to do this with 2 packs. So let me get these crushed up and I'll bring you right back. Okay guys, I got my 2 packs of ramens pretty much chopped up or broken up. I'm going to add in 3 tablespoons of sesame seed. 1, 2, 3. And the recipe calls for 1/2 cup of almonds or pecans. So I thought, why don't we do a little bit of both? So I'm doing almonds and pecans. I just did a mixture there. I'm just going to take my tablespoon and mix that up. All right, and when my butter gets melted, we're going to pour it over. We're going to stir it up, and I've got my oven preheated to 325. So as the oven preheats, I'm going to put them on a sheet pan here, and we're going to get them in the oven and toast them up. Now you can toast them on the stove top if you prefer, but that'll give me a chance to get everything else prepped and ready while they're toasting up in the oven. So 325, and it says we're going to just leave them in there until they're, you know, toasty. So I'll kind of measure how long that takes and let you know. Y'all like seeing my bloopers? Well, the butter will melt if you turn the right burner on. Okay guys, I'm going to get ready to pour the butter in over our mixture. And I'm just using my measuring spoon to stir it around good. I mean, of course you can use any kind of utensil you want. Okay, now I'm going to bring my sheet pan over here. We'll get you guys turned that way just a little bit. And I'm just going to dump that out. Now here's where I might need a spatula or some kind of silicone spoon or something. Just because I don't want to leave anything in here. I want to be sure to get it all out. Alright, there we go. And I'm going to just kind of spread this out into a nice layer because I want everything to get good and toasty. And we're going to go into a 325-degree oven. And I'll let you know how long it takes when we come back. Okay guys, this here is a Napa Cabbage. So what I'm going to do is it needs to be washed. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and shred it first and then wash it shredded. I don't have a salad spinner, so I'm just going to put it in a colander, shake it out really good, and then dry it with a paper towel. Okay guys, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to slice it down the leaves as best I can. I'm just going to kind of go down all the way around and going down, cutting the leaves sort of in half. All right, and now I'm just gonna, I want to take these big. Those look a little wilty. And we're just going to shred this the best we can. And I'm putting it over here in my colander that we're going to take to the sink and wash it. I bought this Napa Cabbage the other day, so it's showing a little bit of age. But that's okay, it's still going to be delicious. Still going to be absolutely delicious. Okay, so we're kind of getting down to a core down here. Whoops. So I'm just going to, there's places I didn't slice much the first time. So we're just going to go in there and chop that up. And it's pretty. There's such green and yellow and white. Very springy looking. Very springy. So, okay, I'm going to go over here, rinse this really good, shake it out, and I wish I had a salad spinner, but I don't. So, we're just going to do the best we can. Any big pieces, I'm just going to reach in and tear them up because I don't want to have many big pieces. All right, I'm going to go wash this and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I have my Napa cabbage here washed and rinsed off, and so it's ready to go. So what I need to do now is I need to prep some green onions. I have about 6 here, and I'm just going to cut the ends off. We'll throw those away, and we're just going to slice them all up, all of it, using even the green. So don't laugh at my knife skills because I am not a professional chef, but we get the job done. I know to hold my fingers back. It doesn't have to look pretty doing it, just as long as you get the job done. Just don't cut a finger off. Y'all, this salad is so good. I cannot hardly wait. I wanted to have this supper tonight, but I didn't realize my appointment was so late in the evening. Or not evening. It's really not that late of an appointment, but it's so far away. So by the time I get home, I wouldn't be able to fix. Some of those did not come apart. There we go. Okay, so all these onions, 6 green onions, are going to go also in here with the cabbage. If you see those parts that didn't come apart, just have a better knife than I do. Okay, there we go. They'll come apart as we stir it together. Okay, I'm going to get some tongs and mix that together. But first, we're going to go ahead and get started on the dressing. Okay, guys, so let's start on the dressing. You're going to need a cup of oil. You can use whatever kind of oil you like to use. You can use canola. I'm just using vegetable oil. That's what I had here. Okay, we're going to go in with 1/3 of a cup of white vinegar. Now, if you don't have white vinegar, go ahead and just use your apple cider or rice wine vinegar or whatever type of vinegar you have. That is fine. And let me check, make sure it's not 3 tablespoons of soy. No, 2. We're going to go in with 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. And I normally get the low sodium, but I didn't this time. But that's okay. There's no other salt really in this. Well, maybe in the noodles. Okay, so 2 tablespoons of soy. and 2/3 cup of sugar. And I'm just using white sugar. That's it to the dressing, guys. And I'm just going to stir this up. Now, since we're not going to eat this till tomorrow, and I may taste this and see if it needs a little more soy. But since we're not eating this till tomorrow, and you're going to have to stir this a while to get the sugar dissolved. And so it's going to take a little bit of stirring. But since we're not eating this till tomorrow, I'm not going to dress the salad yet. I'm going to keep everything separate and then put it together, you know, sometime an hour or so before dinner. I'm just going to keep stirring this to get all the sugar dissolved, and I'll bring you back. I'm going to check the stuff in the oven, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, here I have the dressing all mixed up. I'm going to set that off to the side. I'm going to bring this platter over with some paper towels I have on it. And I'm going to grab the toasties. It took, here, look how beautiful they are. It took probably between 10 and 15 minutes. And I'm going to just, I want, if there's any excess butter, I want that to drain off. So we're going to put this on the platter here. Y'all forgive my clumsiness. It's been so long since we've been away that I cooked. I feel like I'm out of my element right now. And kitchen is my place. But I feel lost. Alright. So we're just going to let that soak up any excess butter. And I may put some paper towels on the top of that as well, y'all. I cannot hardly stand it. I'm so excited to eat this. This brings back so many memories. This is an amazing salad to bring to potlucks. I know Betty Jo would bring them to our homecomings or any kind of meal we had, Friends Day or whatever. And man, let me tell you, I would go get a separate plate or bowl, whatever, and I would fill it up. This was one of my favorite things. And what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to dab everything right there. Okay, guys. So what I'm going to do is, since I'm not putting it together, I'm keeping everything separate. I'm going to make me a little salad right now. And I know I'll have to make Bryant one when he comes in. When I tell him I've made Betty Jo's Napa Cabbage salad, he's going to like freak because he loved it too. So, okay, I'm going to let this sit here for just a little bit and soak up any oil. And that's it. My salad is ready. I just got to mix the onions in here. The dressing's made, and I just got to put it together in a little bowl so I can taste it before tomorrow's supper. So hang tight. Okay, guys, I've got me a little... It's a big mug, but I use it sometimes as a bowl. Gonna put me some of my salad in there. Get me some crunchies, and I'm gonna mix them up in there. Okay, and we're gonna get some of this dressing right here. Now remember, when you want to fix this salad a little bit before time to eat, because you want it to soak in. So I'm going to toss this around. Maybe put a little more dressing. Whoopsie. All right. I'm going to put just a tad bit more dressing just because I like the stuff. All right, I'm going to let this sit for just a minute before I taste it for you. We'll be back. Okay, guys, let me tell you, if you just wanted to make you a little snack to have around, there you go. I'm telling you. That is some good stuff. So, all right. I couldn't wait. I just couldn't wait. So let me set you back a little bit. I absolutely could not stand it any longer. I don't think I've had this since we've been gone. Y'all. This is so good. Now, I make several different Asian salads, but this is by far my favorite. Oops. Y'all, the Napa cabbage is nothing like our cabbage. It's more like a lettuce. It's mild in flavor, but crispy. The crunchies are just amazing. And that dressing. Now, I actually did put a few splashes more of soy sauce. I didn't measure it. I just sprinkled, you know, just did a few splashes. Y'all, I could eat my weight in this salad. Now, let me just tell you, my new phone is so clear, you're going to see every wrinkle. And the volume is so good, you're going to hear every crunch. And I'm sorry ahead of time, but it's amazing. You know, this is so good. Now I'm going to pack everything up and have it ready. I'm going to use, let me show you what I'm going to use. For my crunchies, I'm going to use my new Lock and Lock. Y'all, somebody sent me 2 great big bowls of Lock and Lock, and I didn't know what it was. I thought it was a cake carrier because it had a handle. And I was like, oh my goodness, what is this? And then everybody said it's Lock and Lock. And so I started looking up Lock and Lock, and I was like, oh, that is amazing. And then somebody else sent me 2 sets of this, and they go in graduated sizes. So I have smaller than this, and I have larger than this, and I have 2 sets of them. And I am in love with this Lock and Lock stuff. This is not sponsored, by the way. I'm just telling you, I love the Lock and Lock. So to those that sent me the Lock and Lock, thank you. Thank you. But I'm going to store my crunchies in this, and then I'll put my salad together. Now, I'm going to go and finish eating this one, and I'll bring you back because I know I'm going to have to fix Mr. Madren a salad when he comes in. And we're going to see if it brings back as many memories for him as it did me. Betty Jo, thank you so much for this recipe. Thank you for putting it in the church cookbook. And so yeah, we'll be back as soon as Bryant comes in and wants a salad. Okay, y'all, Bryant has come in.
Hey, everybody.
And I've got him a salad already put together and made. And it's all I can do. They're just getting the top of my head.
I'm trying to raise this up a little bit. Hang on, we got a minor adjustment here. Okay.
These probably should be made off camera.
What, the adjustment?
You've got food in your beard. He's saving it for later.
Forgive me.
All right, here you go.
All right, here we go. I don't know if you guys know what's in here.
Of course they know what's in there.
Okay.
They watched me make it.
All right. Let's give this a whirl.
So, do you know what's in there?
All right. Well, I know what I think I see. I can kind of smell. This is one of my favorite salads. Let me squat down.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. I mean, she didn't go to camera school. She got licked up. It's got, this is the one that's got the ramen noodles in it, right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What is the green stuff?
Onions.
Well, there's onions in there, but what else? What's that other stuff?
Hang on, see, like onion chives.
What's that yellow? What kind of cabbage?
Is it like a romaine lettuce?
Nope.
Nope. What kind of cabbage is it?
Napa cabbage.
Oh, Napa. Like Napa Auto Parts?
Close.
Uh-huh. Is this the one that's kind of got the, like the Oriental stuff on it? What's the name of it?
Napa cabbage salad.
This is really good.
Betty Jo made it.
Betty Jo Smithman.
Yep.
Yeah. At our first ministry, Betty Jo made it.
I would go and take a separate plate and fill up with this stuff, or bowl.
It was always a hit when she did it. I don't know if it's your new camera or what, but here's the problem. She's got it too close.
This is the problem of having
She had it too close.
really tall husband and a really short wife.
That's better. We can get both on there now. So anyway, this right here.
You might not want to smack quite as loud because the new phone picks up really good.
A good camera. Well, you can hear the crunch. What makes it so good? It's got almonds in it too, doesn't it?
I put almonds and pecans.
Okay, so you get the texture from the nuts and from the ramen noodles, and the savory taste of whatever the Oriental stuff is you put in there.
It's ramen noodles. Oh, the soy sauce.
Yeah, and so this I could eat this just for a meal right here.
He's begging to have it tonight for supper, and I said no, we're having it tomorrow night. So he might get one more salad out of it before tomorrow night, but y'all stay tuned because tomorrow you're gonna get to see the whole meal.
Yeah, talking about Oriental. Did you tell them that we got a new Asian lawyer? Yeah, his name is Mr. Sosumi.
He's so crazy.
Yeah.
Y'all, I'm sorry. I just apologize in advance, after the fact, and in advance for any joke he may tell. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching The Farming Pastor's Wife. Tomorrow night, you'll get to see the entire meal. You'll get to see, I bought some frozen pot stickers, so we're going to have them.
Did you just kick me off the camera?
Yes, you're out. So I bought some frozen pot stickers, so we're going to try those. Bryant's going to do his fried rice, his famous fried rice.
Yes.
And yes, you are. The only problem is we both need the same frying pan, so he's going to have to find something else to do his fried rice in. And we're going to do the P.F. Chang's lettuce wraps, and then we're going to have this salad. So we are going to have a delicious, delicious Oriental meal tomorrow night. And y'all just stay tuned because that's what you'll see tomorrow. So I hope you enjoy this salad. It is absolutely delicious. Thank you, Betty Jo, for making it for all those years, for all those homecomings, for all those special events. And thank you for putting it in the cookbook. And yeah, so let me show you. I know several of you will ask me, Brian, hand me that cookbook. I don't know that they have any more of these available or not. I have no idea. But it's called All of Our Best, Old Richmond Evangelical Methodist Church. And I thought I would show you something really neat. This was our little church when we went there. And there's me and Bryant, of course. This is our youth pastor and his wife. And then this is our new facility. Well, their new facility. We're not there any longer. But this was the new church that was built while we were there. So, just some sweet little memories in here. So, y'all, like I said, I'm not sure you can get these, but anyway, thank you guys for watching The Farming Pastor's Wife. And remember, if the grease is hot enough, you can fry anything. Bye, y'all.